everybody, it's Grant, and today I'm going to give you a stock update that I have not done in a very long time. My portfolio is now over $1.4 million. You've seen me invest every single dollar of that money here on the channel since I started it in 2020. So in today's video, I'm going to give you an update on my stock portfolio. I'm going to be doubling down on AMC, and I'm going to tell you the rest of my plan going forward, what I see as far as the economy, where I see the economy going, and let's get into it. And since I started this channel in 2020 of February, we've actually made $505,000 in the stock market. And the beautiful part about that, 459,000 of that 505 is actually long-term capital gains, which means I'm buying them, I'm holding them long-term, and then I'm selling them so I can pay less on taxes and keep more in my pocket. So out of that whole entire number, $460,789 is coming out this year. Long-term capital gains is $459,000, so that just means I'm going to pay that much less. This year, I will be accounting for tax purposes, maybe taking a loss to lower that down to reset me on a couple other things, but I really don't like losses. I think I'm going to hold those things long-term and make them work. So now, just want to drop that in there because I just want to show you our progress in 2 years, 500 grand in freaking income. How awesome is that? And I don't really talk about it in my taxes or in my income with people unless I'm actually taking those profits. So let's get into today. All right, total gain. So right now we're going to start off with the biggest L's. SPXU, $133,000 back. Now, is there an imminent recession coming? I am not sure. I will be actually buying a little SPXU today. It's been flirting around with these numbers. I'm going to go ahead and see what 500 shares would look like. I don't know if I want that many. Market, $8,000. Yes, I'm going to go ahead and take that. Right now, we're going to go ahead and see what my average will be after I place this order. So I am doing this again. I do not recommend SPXU. I don't recommend actually doing anything that I do. I am just showing you how I spend money so you can better spend yours. I want you guys to win, and by buying a short, that is not how you win. Okay, I now own it for $40 a share, and it's at 16 bucks. So I am quite high on SPXU, but still rocking and rolling. My overall account portfolio right now is $1.4 million. It's been as high as almost $2 million, but that was when AMC was up 200,000 bucks. I didn't sell it. And speaking of that, we're gonna get to that very shortly. I'm gonna be buying quite a bit of AMC today. SNDL. All right, so SNDL, I'm a big fan of it. It's a cannabis stock, but I have been up on this thing and down on this thing. And right now, I am crucially down, so I am less of a fan than I have been in the past. I will be buying more SNDL, but not today. They just did a reverse split where I had 100,000, I think, shares, or 120,000. I can't remember exactly what it was. And now I have 19,500, and it's plummeting back down to the low numbers that it already was at. So Humbl, HMBL will humble you. I'm down $48,000 there. I'm down on Carnival Cruise Line, $37,000. It's at $9.88. I'm actually going to be buying some Carnival right now with you guys on here. My cash is going to be quite a bit less after this video, but I've been needing to do this. So let's look at 1,000 shares, market price. I'm going to go ahead and preview that order. Buying 1,000 shares Carnival Cruise Line, executed as of right now. All right, so mine was at $15 a share. Now my price paid is 50 cents less, but I now have 8,000 shares of Carnival. I'm still a believer. Makes me nervous. I need to check more into them to make sure that they're still afloat. You get it? That's what I'm saying here. All right. Next on the big list, right? AMC. Okay. I am not telling you guys to hodl. I'm not telling you, but I am an ape. I am. And you guys can say you're a rich ape, so you don't count. I don't care what you say when it comes to that, because you need to either be a part of the cause or not. So, on AMC, I was up the other day. I was up 30, 40 grand, 50 grand, something like that, when it had really shot up, and then it plummeted down with Ape that actually came out. So, that being said, AMC, let's see where I'm at on this. I'm going to go ahead and buy. Let's see what 1,000 shares would look like. Market. I'm just going to buy 1,000 today, 9,400 bucks. I say only, but I still have my cash available. I'll have to find it for you after I place this order. So let's place this order, and I had, I think, 230,000. So right now it should be around 2. View portfolio. All right, let's scroll down here and check the cash. 228,000 cash remaining, so I still got a little bit left, and there's things I can sell to bring that cash back up, like AMC is what I could have done. All right, so this is what I wanted to check. Okay, so I'm going to click on AMC, and I'm going to see how long I've owned it. 2021, 621, that's a year. So a year, 721, that's a year. So it looks like I've owned AMC long enough to where I've owned it for an entire year, and then of course I just bought 1,000 more shares today, but that means whenever I go to sell it, it's long-term capital gains. So if the short squeeze ever happens, or it happened already, or what, but if it does something like it did the other day, literally a week ago, I could have sold it, made 40 to 50. I'd have to have screenshotted it for you. I was hoping that we were back on the way up, and I could have sold and made that long-term capital gains, which would be like 20 to 30%, depending on the administration and what they do with taxes. But right now, it's still hovering around 20%. Okay, so let's get into. I wanted to check that for me because I can't check it on my phone. All right, I want to go and look at one thing, and then we're going to go ahead and wrap up today's video. My wins right now. So GUSH have been up as much as $260,000 on this stock. Didn't take it. $177,000 up right now. It was in the 200s. This stock is kind of crazy. It has been a long time since I've owned it, since I bought it. So it is ripe for the selling. And this stock, when you go back 5 years, see it right here, $15,000. You know, I mean, it's crazy how this works. And if it ever got back up to the $1,000 range, which it was in 19, I would be so happy. But you got to put a lot of faith in oil and gas, where the world is trying to go more electric. All right, so right there is my big gain right there. After that, it gets real small. You got Wells Fargo, you got MGM, you got BP, you got Royal Cruise Line, you got a lot of other things that are doing well. Royal Cruise Line is actually right where I bought it originally, about $10 up. So I'll be buying some of that as well pretty soon. So guys, stay tuned for these stock videos. I want to show you what I'm doing, what I'm buying, how I'm spending my money so you can better invest yours. Like I said, also $500,000 since we started this channel, and just showing you guys what we've been doing, how we're executing, and there's plenty more that we can take. Also, pretty cool news, just hit our 100,000 subscribers. So power up that like button, show us some support because we've worked really hard for this. And I know Dylan and I very much appreciate you guys and my assistant Brett. So, and personally, my thoughts on the economy, there are a lot of people paying a lot of money for about everything they can buy. When it comes to a gallon of milk, when it comes to a piece of plywood, when it comes to a new vehicle, everybody is overpaying for everything. When the financial crisis happened in 2008, it was the financial sector, it was banks. We as the people are bigger than banks, so if everybody starts repoing trucks, everybody starts repoing things, that's going to not only hit the financial system, it's going to hit us, and that could lead to a very, very large recession, maybe even a possible depression. I'm not being negative. I think we're going to pull through this. Rates being high is not helpful, but hey, look, they're trying to do their absolute best or whatever they're doing. All in all, I'm just letting you guys know I do see a possible large-scale recession coming. I'm going to be making sure I have some cash on the side to make sure I take advantage of that, but I am still buying consistently, not waiting around, because I want to make sure that if the recession doesn't happen, I'm not just sitting here on my hands. If you guys want to see a video on the Pateks I just bought, please comment below, as well as some crypto videos. I got those coming. Hope you guys have a fantastic afternoon. I don't do outros anymore. It's kind of still an outro. I believe in you. Bye.